Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafts by the Bow. This is an extra little video that I didn't expect to make today. It's Friday the 14th and about 8 minutes ago at 5 o'clock, look what arrived. My paper pumpkin, and it's the October 2022. I haven't opened it, so I thought I'd share it with you. I know lots of extra people have ordered this time because it's the Christmas one, and it's one of the ones that we just love because it's Christmas cards this month. Oh, it's tricky to open. It's Christmas cards this month, and then next month is a coordinating box, which I believe is gift tags that are going to match. Let's just get this off. You know that as soon as I get my paper pumpkin, I have to unbox and look. What a pretty box. That would be a really nice gift box, wouldn't it? You can put little pieces over here with a design on and down the sides and use it just as a box to put things in. Ooh. Okay, early espresso is the stamp spot. I'm going to get my full block of early espresso. Just because I like to use the small spots when I'm camping, or I'll give some to my customers if they don't have a particular colour. So I don't tend to use my little ones. I tend to use my big pads. Okay, so let's have a little look. Let's get a piece of card that I can put behind here so that you can see the colours. And it's called Ho Ho Ho. It's the October 2022, and that might be a bit dark, that one. Let's try the green. Okay, we saw this little Santa head on the sneak peek, but I see it's got snowflakes and stars, holly jolly, Santa Claus is coming to town, deliver to. Oh, that means you'll be able to use that one maybe on gift tags as well. A little Santa with his reindeer, merry, ho ho ho, 'tis the season to be jolly, Christmas and holiday. Oh, and look, these ones are the ones where it stamps the label and the writing is clear. I think it looks like that anyway. Okay, and just check. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd pressed record then. I was so excited to get the box. Okay, so North Pole Sacks add-on. Create charming gift bags with the Sacks add-on, now available in the online store. Oh, so and then these are the bags, look, that you can buy to go along with if you want. That looks like the mistletoe die set. Stamp a sentiment on a circle, cut the mistletoe branches and berries using mistletoe dies. Oh, that's pretty. That would be nice. I don't know how big the bags are, but they look big enough maybe to put a card in and a gift card. Okay, and then from the North Pole, did you know that the kit coordinates with November's From the North Pole gift tag kit? So that's next month's it will coordinate with. Oh, he's got a little Santa hat. Okay. Right. Now, on my unboxing, I don't always make alternatives. I usually unbox and then have a little think and come back to it and make alternatives. So, beautiful Christmas colour tissue. Take this out. So lucky to have got it early. Okay. And then usually I keep my tissue paper. I take it to preschool and we make lots of projects with it, but when it's a colour like this for Christmas, I'll probably make a gift bag and use it in a gift bag instead. Okay, here's the first look at the cards. Oh, I love those. Okay, let's open this. Like a whimsy kind of Christmas with Santa on. And I haven't bought Santa stamps for a long time, so it's nice to have a Santa theme. Take this off. Okay, and I'll move the piece of card, this thick chip card. Oh, this thick chip card. I always keep those. I make albums and journals, and I use this because it's such a good, thick, sturdy card. So I always keep those. Now let's see what we've got in here. So some die cuts that say ho, 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 merry, merry, merry. Some snowflakes, and they're on like the holographic papery. It's not as bright holographic, so I think it might just be shiny. Okay, so lots of snowflakes. Some little pearls in, I think they're pearls. Oh no, they're just like a pearly dot. They're not the raised up pearls, but 2 different sizes. Big sheet of dimensionals. Here's our envelopes. Let's see, are they all the same? Oh, no. So 1, 2, 3 with the candy stripe at the bottom and on the inside. 1, 2, 3 in like a pool party with shaded spruce stars. And the whole envelope is sort of a pool party, or I'll have to look at the colours in a moment. And then 1, 2, 3, this is pretty. Little stripes inside, like a pinstripe, and flowers. Let's move those down. And then here's our, oh, lots in here. Wow. Here's card bases. 1, 2, 3 of these. I'm running out of space already. 1, 2, 3 of these. Like a crumb cake on one side. Here's some, I think, pool party, I think. Okay, so 3 different bases. And then, wow, there's so many things. And these must be the layers. Are these all the same? Let's have a look. Nope. So 1, 2, 3 of these. And 1, 2, 3 of these. And then some vellum pieces. I don't know what that shape is. Maybe it goes behind one of these words. I think it does. That might say ho, ho, ho. Okay, here's our labels already pre-cut. Large glue dots. I usually use my own glue dots. But then we've got, how many of these? 1, 2, 3. With more cutouts or pop-outs. They're already die cut. Okay. Put those over there. And then here we are. Here's the instructions. Let me check those colours first. Bermuda Bay, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Shaded Spruce, Sweet Sorbet and Very Vanilla. So it wasn't Pool Party. It just looks like Pool Party, doesn't it? It's very, very pale. Okay. And on the back, as always, you can check with the QR code and it will give you like a video of instructions of how to put it together. And there's always a few little extras, look. Some extra ideas for it. And okay, let's have a go. Let's make one of each and then I will think about alternatives next time. So I love this full colour. Ooh. It's just starting to rain here. So if it was snowing, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? Yes, then it would be, you know, just the right theme. Okay, let's have a look. So number 1, we need, oops, we need our stamp spot. When, as I say, I'm going to use my big one. And we need the stamp that says Christmas. So here we are. And because they're new stamps, I'm just going to rub my thumb over them. Just so there's no adhesive or anything left from them being made. So as I use each one, I will rub my thumb over. So let's get a stamp block. Let's see. Let's pop it on there. Okay, and I might just get a little piece of scrap paper so that I can stamp it the first time onto scrap paper. Okay. And then we need one of the die cuts with Santa's head on. And pop these out. And you know sometimes, if you've watched me before, that if they've got these little burrs on, I tend to cut some of these off. This is not too bad. Sometimes on the labels, it will have a little extra piece, but that's not too bad on there. Okay, so we've got that, and the Christmas. We need this one. Now there are different ones, so I just have to check that I get the right one. So it looks like this one. It looks like the 4 flowers across the top. Yeah, so that's this one. And it's showing me the dimensional image. So I'm going to get my dimensions that are already undone. I'll just check I've only got one. Yep. And one in each corner. Just make sure it's not sticking out over the edge of the little die cut here. One over here. One in the second flower or second shape down, and then one more in each corner. Okay, I'm just going to get my pokey tool. Excuse my reach. I know you don't want to watch my arm really. Oh, I won't take it off for a second. Oh yeah, it shows to put it on the base. And when you look at this card, we're making this one. See, it's the one on the crumb cake coloured base. Or maybe it's not crumb cake. Let's check those colours again. It's crumb cake. Yep. Okay, so I need to find the base. That is just crumb cake. Let's see where I popped that one. Here we go. And I'm going to fold it over, and then I'm just going to burnish it. Okay. Get my bone folder and just go over that. Sometimes they're a little bit squished, maybe because they're wrapped so tightly in the packet. So you might notice that it's not flat at the moment, but we'll go over it a couple of times and that will flatten it out. Okay, now we need to put this on, so let's take those backings off. That one's off, that one's not. Let's take these ones. And it fits on the whole of the front. It will have a little tiny border by the look of it. So just make sure that your top and bottom and your left and right are equal. Well, that's nice. I like the shadow that makes. That would be also really nice if you put this over a piece of card and just sponged through it. That would make a really nice backing. So you could get that same effect from sponging. Okay, next, number 3, we need the snowflakes. And this little black symbol is a glue dot. So let me see which one. I think it's this bigger one. So let's carefully take those out. Save this paper because you should be able to die cut more snowflakes. If you have a snowflake die or a punch, you'll always be able to use these little scraps to get more. Okay, I'm going to get my glue dots. Pop one right in the middle. These ones work perfectly fine. I just find them a little bit more tricky to use. I like my glue dots on the roll, but there's nothing wrong with those at all. Okay, so that's one glue dot there, and it's going to go in, let's see, 1, 2, oh, it's going over this side, and it looks like we're going to glue it after the second row of flowers onto here. So let's try that. And let's just see that we've got it in the right spot. No, I think I've got it too low, because look, this piece goes up towards that first flower. So I'm just going to lift it up and it's going to go here. Oh, so it fits into that little oval there. You see that little shape there? It fits onto that piece. So let's try again. And once it's in that piece, that means this piece is at the bottom of that flower, just where we want it. Okay. Okay, and now Santa's head. Let's find Santa. Come on, Santa. We need 2 dimensionals, one at the top, one at the bottom. Okay, where did I just put my dimensionals? Oh, I can't see them. There they are. So we'll pop 2 on, one at the top, not right on the edge or anything, one at the bottom. Take those backings off. And it doesn't say to stick it on yet, so I'll just leave that there. Next we need this banner shaped sentiment. So let's find those. The one with a banner. I don't see one with a banner on here. Mine are all flat. Let's see if there's another page. A page that I'm missing. Oh, yeah, look. It was on the one with the Santa's head. Okay, so we need this one. And just push it out. Now these are the ones that if you get little pieces on the edge from where you've taken it out, if they're really big, I will just go across with my scissors and just cut a little bit off. But these, they're not big. You can just do that with your fingers and go right along. And it says 3 dimensionals near to the bottom. I don't think there's a top and a bottom on the, nope, not on the pattern there. So let's just put, like they have, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that wind. It's really getting strong here because we have a storm coming. Oh, I hope we don't get too much storm. Okay, now I'm going to do this stamping because I didn't do it earlier. So it's showing to stamp on one of these, and I'm going to check on the card itself. It's the one that's just plain all the way around. So one of those ones. I should have stamped it straight away. Oh, let's find, because it's photopolymer, I'm just going to pop it on my piercing mat as well. Okay. And we're going to do a practice stamp so that I know that the stamp's working before I stamp it onto here. And it's the one that says Christmas. Let's check this out. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. I like these ones where it sort of colours the border, but the writing is clear. I'm just going to turn it around so it's nearer to me. And I apologise if my head is in the way here. Oh. I could see that I've got, just at this side here, not as much ink on there. So I'm just going to give it a little rub and then tap. There we go. Let's see. If it's not dark, then I will stamp again. It's not as dark as I'd like, so I'm just going to stamp this again. Make it a little bit more juicy. I might need to ink up my ink pad. Might need some refill in it. Oh, that's better. Okay, so let's close up that ink. I don't want it to dry. And let's pop this one out. I like to leave these little labels in while I'm stamping because you know that they're going to be held firm. They're not going to move about. Okay, I'm going to pop that one to one side. You have got spares. Look, they gave us 4 of those, so that's okay. Right, let's go back to our picture. So I've got my little stamp piece. I need dimensionals on the back. There's 1 and 2. I've got my Santa. Now I need the one that says Merry. So let's find that one. Merry, and just pop this out. I'm having a whole kit week this week. I've made cards for the Bright and Cozy set. I opened my Nourish and Flourish set this week. So it's turning out to be kit week. And I've really enjoyed just crafting. I didn't have to worry about cutting paper, or some of them even had sentiments all ready for you. It's been so much fun. Okay, let's pop some of these on. It will show you where you need to put these, but I'm just gonna go along. I think mine should really be that way, so it should have been on that side, but I really don't think it matters. So let's see. Okay, one over here. I'm just gonna pinch that little glue dot in a tiny bit because it's a bit wider. Because I'm using glue dots and not the ones that they've sent me, it's a little bit wider there. And my glue dot should have been down here. Didn't help that I had the sentiment upside down, did it? Okay, let's pop that one on that side instead. There we go. Okay, so that's all of those. Okay, so now we can just assemble because I've got everything I need. Okay, so it looks like the first thing to put across is the big banner. Let's take the backings off from here. And we're going to put it so that the dimensionals are at the bottom, because can you see how you have to tuck Santa in behind it? And if the dimensionals are up near the top, you won't be able to tuck his head in there. So this is going to go, not the first row, it's going to go across this second row to about here. It covers up some of the snowflake, and this goes right to the edge. Okay, and then let's get that Merry piece. Because I think that's next, because our Christmas piece goes over the bottom edge of the writing. So let's pop it the right way around. Just going to move that glue dot, there we go. So it's going to fit across here. Okay. And then we need our little Christmas sentiment. So let's take these backings off as well. And this is going to just go, let's see, at the very bottom here. Oh, this is so cute. There we go. And then Santa. We've already taken the backings off Santa. Oh, I think I have to stamp. Look, it said here to stamp. See, I was in such a rush to open it and so excited. I'm going to stamp the other one. I will take the backings off that one next time and stamp it. But let's see, so I need that one and I need my stamp set again. Let's find Santa's head. That's this one. See, I was too excited. Let's take this one off here. Pop Santa's head on there. I'm just going to go over it with my thumb. There we go. And let's have a practice stamp just because it's a new one. Oh, I like that. That will make some fantastic little gift tags and little images for insides of cards. Okay, so what we need to do is just line this up over Santa. Okay, I need to have it a little bit nearer to me, I'm sorry. Makes it difficult for you to see. I'm going to try and line his hat up, but I can't see underneath very well when it's on the camera. So I'm hoping that this is nice and straight. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's press that out. What a fun little set. Okay, let's close this up. But don't be like me. Read all of the instructions. Don't be so excited that you miss the stamping one. Okay, so we need to pop 2 dimensionals on. One at the top, one at the bottom, but not right on the edge. Okay, take those dimensional backings off. I've got a floor full of backings now. And then Santa is sort of on a slant over here. Pop him down. And there we are. That's the first card. Let's see which envelope he has. The one with the red and white stripes. And let's get that envelope with the red and white stripes inside. Look, isn't that just gorgeous? I love this backing. Very, very pretty. Okay, so that's card number 1. They're really quick to put together, aren't they? Okay, so card number 2. Stamp first, Diane. Okay, so I need this little piece. That's this one. I'm going to get my mat ready. And Santa Claus is coming to town goes on the little label. So let's get that label out. It's not on here. Let's move those glue dots over. Oh, it's going to be on here. It's this one here, look. Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, so I'm going to test both my stamps first. So I'm going to get a bigger block for Santa and his reindeer. Take that piece right off. Okay, when it's a photopolymer, sometimes it's really easy to sort of have it out of alignment when you've taken it off a backing. So sometimes I will find it easier just to drop it down like this and then pop your stamper block on it. Okay, and that way you know that it's not twisted or anything. So sometimes I'll just do that. I'm going to go over with my thumb and then I'll try it first. Nice. Okay, so let's get this one. And it's showing that Santa has to go almost on an angle like this. It's not a straight stamp, it's one where the reindeers are pulling Santa. So they're just a little bit higher than Santa. Okay. Pop it down here. Okay, pop that one there. And then we need to find Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm going to turn it over so that I can see. Here it is. I'm just going to rub it with my thumb. Let's get that scrap paper just to try it. Okay. And then it's going to go on one of the ones with a little green edging. Almost looks like a stitched edging. I'm just going to move it down a little bit just so that I can see it. Okay. I don't need any more for the moment, so I can close the lid up. Oh, move those little dots there. I hope I've not used them yet, and I hope I've not missed them. I'm just going to put those on the side so I can see them. Let's press this one out. Okay. And which backing card do we need? One with red and white. Let's have a look. It's not that one. Oh no, that's not red and white on the backing. I think that might be a sticker. Let's have a look. So it's on the very pale one that I thought was Pool Party. So that's this one. Fold it in half. I just want to make sure that it's nicely scored, nicely creased. I wonder what that little banner was on. Oh, it's on one of these, I think. It's one of these pieces. Yeah. I was worried then. I wasn't sure I had something, but I do. Okay, so here's the piece that we've just stamped. And let's get all our other pieces. Here's our sentiments. And then we need a big piece that's like a window frame. Here it is. Like a little frame. Let's take this out carefully. That's the inside square. I don't need that piece at the moment, I don't think. I need the next little piece, which is the little border. And I am going to check just to see that there's no little lumpy bits. I can push these down with my finger. Yeah. Okay, so I need that piece, and it's showing a glue dot in each corner. So let's pop those on. Let's find glue dots for it. One in each corner. I think it's going to look almost like a little window. Like you're looking out and you can just see Santa. Okay. Okay. And then we need that little stripy piece. Now, I don't know which one it's going to be because it looks like it's got a long one and a short one. Let me have a look. Okay, I think it's going to be the short one. Look, this one looks long. So I'm going to take the short one out, and if it's not right, then we know it's going to go on the next card. Okay. So let's move that up a tiny bit. Okay, so that needs to have 3 glue dots on. Let's find our glue dots again. So 1, and it looks like they're right in the middle. 2, oh, it's just a tiny bit smaller than the little window piece. Oh, the window piece is not a square, look. Okay, so it's the exact same size or same length as one edge of the window piece. We'll have to make sure that we get that right, on the right way round. Okay, now, what's this piece? That's going to be this piece. It needs 5 dimensionals. I'm sure it wouldn't matter if you put extra on. You usually get more than enough of everything. And often there's little pieces left over as well. So I'm actually just going to put 2 there because I don't like the middle to sag. I want it to be squished. Take those backings off. Okay. Now, I'm not quite sure which way round it goes. So it's going to go like this, and let's check with this. Okay, so that's the long ways round. And it looks like the red piece should be on the bottom there. So I wonder if you put the red piece on first. I'm just going to look at the picture and double check. Yeah, you can't see any of this sticking out. So I think, whoops. So I think this is going to go on the bottom. It's longer than that. Okay, but that's it right across the bottom. It's only on a glue dot, so if I've put it in the wrong place, it'll be easy for us to take off. And then this is going to go around. Let me just check. Yeah, it only goes the one way. Okay, so I'm going to pop this on. Try and make it nice and centered with the bottom as well, so that it's level. Okay, and then we can stick it onto the card base. Oops. And it looks like they have roughly the same amount on the sides and maybe a tiny bit more on the bottom than the top. Now, I'm going to try and put it centered and then we'll see. Oh, now the rain has come. You might be able to hear it on the windows. I'm sorry if it's loud. Okay, now we need another little star. It's different to the other stars. It's not going to be the big one, so it's going to be one of these, and these ones are all the same. So let's take one of these off. And a glue dot right in the middle. Right in the middle there. And I'm going to put that one down. It goes over here and over the card base a little bit and right down over this little stripy piece as well. Okay. And then the sentiment, and it says 2 dimensionals on the back. 1, 2. And then this is going to just attach. And can you see how the sentiment, when you have it on, it comes just below the red and white striped piece. So I'm going to have it just sticking off a little bit, and it goes over the top of the snowflake, right in the middle. There we are. Okay. Now, what do we need? Ho, ho, ho. Oh, and this one, I think, is that vellum. Remember that piece that I said it looked like it was writing? Let's get there. So let's take out the ho, ho, ho. And press this out. Okay, so there's the ho, ho, ho. And then the vellum piece. I'm just going to check on the picture that they don't have anything else. Nope. And let's find our vellum. Let's press this out as well. Oh, now that it's pressing out, you can see that it's writing. You can see what it says. Let's put that onto one side. And so we need to put glue dots on the back. I'm going to turn the ho, ho, ho over so that it looks like this, and it's only got 3 little glue dots. So let's take these off. Let's see where they are. There's one over here. My glue dots are a little bit bigger, so I'm just folding them over. Your glue dots will probably be exactly the right size, but if they are a little bit big, that's all you do. You put it down and then just fold it over, just roll it over. Okay, and the last one goes over here. There we are. And then this sticks onto the vellum. That's what this one is showing you. It's a little bit tricky to see in this light. You see, here's the ho 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 sentiment, and then they've glued it onto this vellum. That's why there's that little grey mark around it. So I have to make sure that I've got this the right way. This is when I need to have a different colour on my desk, because when it's going on to white, it can be tricky to see. Okay. All right, so there it is. Let's put it on a piece of card so you can see. Can you see how it's just sticking onto that vellum? Okay, and then we need glue dots on the back. So another 3 little glue dots. Let's take that piece off. We don't need anything on there. Excuse me. So 1 on the O. I think they all go on the O. O, O, O. And then, excuse me. Okay, so it goes just under here a little bit and over the star a little bit. There we go. Okay, and so that's the second card. Let's check which envelope it goes with. The little green one. So let's find that little green one. The green stars inside. Oh, it matches the little background for where Santa is. Okay, so there's our second card. Wouldn't this be fun to do, you know, with a grandchild or a little one, or just with a friend? So let's turn this. Excuse me while I just have a drink. Okay, so we need Santa again. I'm going to find the other one, not the one that I still have dimensionals on. Okay, and we need "'Tis the season to be jolly" stamp. So I'm going to get my little mat again. I know that this stamp works, so I'm going to do that one first. Where is it? There it is. And just line it up. I lined it up with the little hat. I did the hat and then tried to find his nose. So I just need to move it down a tiny bit, and I'm sorry if you can't see at the moment. Just looking for where his nose is and his hat is. Okay. I don't like, I've just got a little edge on there, so don't like that. What I will do is, if I can't erase that with my sand eraser, I'll just go over with my little white gel pen. It's just a tiny bit, but it's not quite how I want it to be. So I think it's this little piece in here. There we go. So let's line up that hat again and find his nose. There we are. So I'm going to take that out. I'm sure it'd be much easier for you to line up. It's just because I've got the camera going, and if I stand up I'll bonk my head on it. Okay, so where do I need to be now? Different sentiment. Let's find the "'Tis the season to be jolly." Oh, this is a long one. Let's find a longer block. Let's pop that on. Oh, and again, I'm going to drop it down and then put the block onto it. Rub it over with my thumb. And we'll have a little practice of it. Check that it's working okay. So I see there are some sentiments that we haven't used. So you can probably change some of them over. That's good. And it's on the long green strip. So let's have a look for that long green strip. It's not on here. It's going to be on the labels, I think. Oops. Let's find those labels. There they are. And we're stamping right onto the label. Okay. Just check that I've got ink all the way across. And let's line this up. It's getting a little bit dark in my craft room as well. So I haven't put a light on yet. I don't think we need a light yet, but it is getting a little bit dark. But I hope you can see. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Let's close that one up. Pop that one on one side, and then let's press this out. don't think we need any more stamping, so I can put that to one side. Okay, now we need this base, the red base. Okay, that's all three of them. Okay, let's fold these over. And go down with the bone folder. Okay, and then we need the different die cut, not this square one, just the long rectangle one. And it's going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dimensionals. So one in the corner. One more over here. And then we can take the backends off. Again, this would be a nice one to use as like a mask to sponge over. I don't think there's a top and a bottom. I think it looks both the same, and it's going to cover over this crumb cake colour here. Now that makes it easy to line up, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, now we need snowflakes again. So it's not the very big snowflake, it's the size that we used on the last card. Let's pop one of those out. So it's showing one of those and then 2 of the smaller ones. So 2 of these. It's quite strong, it's almost like a vinyl kind of paper, because it's got that shiny side as well. And I'm just trying to be a little bit careful. Okay, so there's 3. 1, 2, 3. They need a glue dot on the back. And then it says to put them on before this sentiment. So I'm going to put the glue dots on and put them straight on. Make sure that you put them not on the shiny side. When I picked it up then, I could easily have popped it on the shiny side, but that's not what we need. Okay, so this one is going to go over here. I'm wondering if there's a certain piece it attaches to, but I don't think there is. I was wondering if it went right in the middle of the flower, but that would make it too high. So I think it just attaches onto here. I'm going to put it sort of just underneath that part of the flower so that the glue dot sticks. There we go. Okay, and then the small ones. Let's find glue dots for them. What a fun way to start the weekend. Christmas crafting. Okay, so this one is going to go over here, a little bit to the right. There we go. And here's my third one. And that one's going to go up at the top, and it goes over this layer and just peeks out onto the red stripe base. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the 'Tis the Season to be Jolly, and the other one we need is that long red stripe piece. Remember, we used the small one already. So we need the longer one. Okay, and it needs glue dots. Doesn't need dimensionals, so it's showing us just 3 glue dots. So 1, 2, 3. And then the same with the narrow green one. 3 glue dots again. So 1, 2, and 3. Paper pumpkins are always really easy to batch make, But I often, when I've finished maybe one or two, then I'll do an alternative. But I also save the layouts, because I find that if you save those layouts, it means that you can make the same card again, maybe with different stamps that you've got from your craft room, a different designer series paper, but the layout, it just means that you don't have to think about a new layout. They're all there for you. So I love that about them. Okay, let's put this here. Goes all the way across, all the way down here. That's it. And then this little one goes on the top. Just make sure the writing is not upside down. And it looks like it just leaves about half of the striped piece going across. Oh, I need to move it along a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what do we need next? So now we need a Santa head that we stamped, and it's going to need, oops, 2 dimensionals on the back. I might have to start those new dimensionals soon. I've nearly used all of these. Okay, so 2 dimensionals. Then we need the writing, the J and the Y, but not the O. Wonder why we don't need the O, but we don't, so I'm not asking. I'm just following instructions. Okay, so there's the J and the Y. Now it says the J has a whole dimensional just at the top here. Okay, but the Y has a dimensional cut in half. 1 and a cut in half piece. Okay, now let's see, there's a cut in half. Oops. So let's turn that Y over. We need a full one on the bottom. It's going to go here. Let's see, I'm going to turn it round like that. And then the half pieces go on the V part of the Y. Let's see. Okay, one on here. Let's take that one off. And, whoops. One on the other half of it. Got my finger stuck on it then. Okay, let's take that backing off. Right, now let's do Santa first. So Santa is going to go right in the middle, right over here, look, and that middle one. And he goes just a tiny tad over the green sentiment. So that's going to go here, like this. And then the J is going to go to the side. And again, it goes just over the green. I'm not going to squash it down yet, just in case I've not got it straight. This one goes in here. And I think you just sort of line it up, sort of eyeball where it's in the middle. Yep, okay. And I think that's it. Yeah? Oh, what's this? What is this piece here? 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's a different one. Okay, so you can make a different one, and they've given you extra pieces, just different ideas. That's really nice. So you've got a different idea for each of the cards. Or are these all the pieces? I think they're all the pieces. It looked like it was going to be a different layout, but I think it's just all the pieces that you need. I'm not used to seeing that kind of a picture, but I think it is just all the pieces. Okay, let's find the envelope for this one. So we need that browny flowery one. That's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, and so here's card number 3. card number 2 and card number 1. Wow, aren't they so cute? I love those. What a fun little pack that is. I hope you managed to get the October set and you can make some of your Christmas cards. I will try and make some alternatives. It won't be today, but I will be looking, because I think we're going to have so many pieces that we can just, you know, craft and create. So thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you all again really soon, and I hope your paper pumpkin comes soon too. Bye everyone. Bye bye.